Hi, I was asked by Jane in the US, who I met a couple of years ago. I was doing a gig down the country, and she's a fiddle player, and she joined me and played along, and we had a wonderful evening in the west of Ireland. But she asked me to go through the song High and Low. So this is a high and low guitar tutorial. First things first, everything on this guitar is tuned down a whole step. What I mean by that is your E string becomes a D, your A string becomes a G, your D string becomes a C, your D string becomes a C, your G string becomes an F, B becomes A, and the high E also becomes a D. So it plays exactly like a normal guitar. You know, you still make all the same shapes, but we're down a whole tone. And that's kind of what gives this song an interesting sound, I think. And also this beautiful little guitar that I played it on, a little Japanese guitar, Kei Yari, and it has these flat wound strings on it. So it's quite an interesting sort of almost dead sound. The reason I used flat wound strings is because there's a lot of sliding. These strings don't squeak. I actually recorded it on a different guitar first, a bigger guitar, and it was so noisy that it was unusable. So I went back, put flat wounds on this string, put flat wound strings on this guitar, and kept them on it. I love them now. So let's go through it. I'm just going to play a little verse and chorus. Called you up that morning to apologize, see if you were alright. And I was with the dawn again, distracting myself the way that I know best. And I was high, I was high and you were low. I was high and you were low. Pretty much the whole song, except for a little bit at the end that's different. And I'll go through that in a minute. So let's start. G. I know we're tuned down, but I'm going to talk about chords in the shapes. So it's a G shape. And I'm going, called you up, open D string, called you up that morning. Basically putting an A minor 7 shape in underneath that G. Called you up that morning, D dominant 7. To back to that A minor 7 shape. See if you were alright. But the bass notes are important. So it's an A minor 7 shape, but I'm not hitting the A string or the E string there. I'm leading with the bass note, which would be an E. Oh, it's so confusing. It's not an E because we're tuned down, but you know what I mean. It's an A minor 7 shape. So called you up that morning, and it's not called you up that morning. It's not. I'm not hitting that A string. I'm leading with that note. Called you up that morning to apologize. Still back to that note. See if you were alright. Does it again. I was with the dawn again, distracting myself now the way that I know best. So I take that whole shape where I have, like, I'm on the 3rd fret on the high string, 1st fret on the B string, and 2nd fret on the D string, and I just slide the whole shape up, leading with that bass note, the way that I know best. Now, same shape, all the way up to the, what is that, the 9th fret? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, all the way up to the 9th fret, that bass note. But it's the exact same shape. So I get all the way up there for I was high. Let's talk about this chord. So this chord is on the D string, I'm on the 7th fret. On the G string, I'm on the 5th fret. The B string is open. And on the high E, I'm also on the 7th fret. So, chorus goes, I was high. We've had this chord already on the way into the chorus. It's, I don't really know what it is, but it is 4th fret on the D string, 3rd fret on the B string, 5th fret on the E string, and again the B string is open. So I was high, I was high, which is our A minor 7 shape again, leading with the bass note on the D string. I was high and you were low. Back, up 3, up 2. The chord we've already did. I was high and you were low. It just plays the melody there. It goes high. So that note, then open on the D string, then C, B, G. Sorry, this mic is drooping a little. I'm going to turn him. So that's the whole song, except for at the very end. It does an interesting little turnaround off the back of the chorus. It goes, I was high, I was high and you were low. I was high and you were low. It goes, I only said sorry to me. That's the 5th fret on the D string. To me, open, back to the A minor. To make you feel. We've had this chord before. Happy, so happy. And I only said sorry to make you feel better. And then it just strums. It goes, just adding in the A minor 7. Slide up. Sorry, the camera died. The camera I was using, different camera, phone camera. But just as I was doing that last bit, so it's really like the strumming bit. Hammering that A minor shape under while holding your G. Slide the whole thing up. Get that nice bass note in there. So you're just moving your middle finger up 1 to the 5th fret on the D string. Back to the A minor shape and then open G to end. So that's how it ends. I love this tuning. I always keep this guitar, a little parlor guitar, probably my favorite. I always keep this guitar in this tuning because it just sounds something interesting, melancholic about it. I figured it out because I was trying to learn Elliott Smith songs and I could not figure out what the hell was going on. And then somebody told me that he has his guitar tuned down all the time. So Elliott Smith songs. Drink up, baby, stay up all night with the things you could do. You won't won't, but you might. The potential. So once I learned that, I was like, okay. And then I tuned my guitar like that. Helped me learn loads of Elliott Smith songs. But like I kept it like that, and this guitar is always in this tuning, and there's something peaceful about this tuning out. So I play chords. I play the usual chords I play all the time, but I tend to write better melodies and come up with different perspectives on things because the chords don't sound like they're supposed to sound or whatever. Anyway, I hope it helps, Jane. And if you have any more questions, let me know. And if anybody wants to hear any other songs, let me know. Wants me to do any tutorials on other songs, my songs, turn songs, they're all my songs, turn songs, whatever songs, let me know. Hi, this is Ollie, and I'm going to do a tutorial here on high and low from the album Wingspan. This is a guitar tutorial. Called you up that morning to apologize, see if you were alright. I was with the dawn again, distracting myself the way that I know best. And I was high, I was high and you were low. I was high and you were low. Hit the link above in my bio for the full tutorial video. It's on my webpage. Thank you.